Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Atherton, and alongside me today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only Lord Gower.
Hi Mike, thanks for that intro. I've been down pitch side to look at the conditions, and it's a very batter-friendly pitch. There's not going to be much for the bowlers. It's a perfect day for cricket, absolutely no doubt about that. Not a cloud in the sky.
Fantastic breakdown, David, thanks. We're going down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
Called it correctly, and they'll opt to bat first.
Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match. Bowled! What a way to start the over.
The ball did just enough to beat the bat, and this innings has ended before it could start. Out bowled for a duck.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Drives and misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Waiting. Yep.
Good pickup. Big chance. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Yes.
Into the gap. Nice shot. A couple on offer here. Could be gone if only they had hit.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yes.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yes.
There's trouble here.
Yes. No.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Beaten on the drive.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Yes.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it.
Good return, back from the deep. Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Ballers in. Yes.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
No.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Yeah.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yeah.
Out. Caught.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Khan is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Yep. No.
They need to get their calling right. Mix-ups like that won't help either of this pair.
Yes.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Butler will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Yep.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wait on.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
They'll get at least one. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. Glove? Is there glove? There is glove.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Nice solid defensive shot. End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate. Start from the south end.
Yes.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Now, there would have been a few hearts in mouths in the crowd, but somehow they managed to make their ground with the dive.
That's off the middle of the bat.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yup.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs. Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Wait. Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Got right in behind it. Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over.
Yep. No.
Misses out there on the short wide one.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Wait. Yep.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
Yep. Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
They've made it home, but there should never have been the chance of the run out in the first place.
Yes.
Edged it.
That's just a textbook 6. Timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yes.
Sensible decision in the end not to take that run.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep. Yep. No.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish. The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle. The left-arm unorthodox bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Oh. Well bowled.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yup.
There'll be runs here.
Bowler. Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Waiting. Yes.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Keeper.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Great shot, at least one on offer. Needs a direct hit.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out. That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Yep. No.
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Wait there. Yep.
Nice shot.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. They'd look for a couple here.
Ball is in.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Yes. Keeper.
This could be out.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Gone, played all around it.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Well bowled.
Appeared to be well within the limits, and the umpires called a wide.
Yes.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. Rabada ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Solid defence, very compact.
Just slowing things down, nothing too risky on that delivery. Just keeping the bowler honest.
Nice bowling.
Right on top of the spin, keeps it out well.
Patel, the left armer, is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Wait there. Yep. No.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep, yep. No!
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away. That was a good slower ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
Yes.
Nicely played.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Stop.
Moving well between the wickets, great running, fantastic running, but it's leg byes to the total.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yeah.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing. Good pickup. Big chance.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yes. No!
Needs to be on target.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Going with spin now.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Not needed. A poor line and length. Not much effort needed to hit that to the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
That was a tremendous delivery. It fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Out.
Yeah!
Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now. You need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Yep.
Massive edge.
Keeper's end.
A couple on offer here.
The edge was so close to going to hand, they're fortunate to pick up their first runs. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Patel, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end. Great shot through the gap. Massive chance.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Nice bowling. Wait on. Yes. No!
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Good cricket all round, good delivery, timed well, but straight to the fielder.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
End of the over. The batting side are now 92 for 7.
Yep.
Edged. Confident appeal. Could it be? And gone straight to the keeper.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Sharma, whose first task is getting themselves settled. Misses everything.
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
Yeah.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yes.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yeah.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yes. Nice bowling.
Patel disguised the slower delivery well. Played it too early and gone straight through to the keeper.
Wait on.
Drives and misses everything.
Bowling.
Patel with a superb delivery. Got them coming forward, looking to drive, but can't manage to catch the edge.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
These two are so quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were looking for another, but I think that would have been too risky.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Keepers in.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Keepers. Yeah. Keepers.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep. Yes.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Keepers in. Yes.
Chance! Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yes. That's it.
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but over-pitched and got what it deserved.
It was in the air for a long time, but four bounced just inside the rope.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Patel. Don't think we'll be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yes.
This could be trouble. Could that be out? Looks so.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out. And with that, they're off the mark.
straight to the fielder. A direct hit, and this could be gone.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Patel back on now.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Ballers in. No!
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. This should be close.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Keeper. Yep. Ballers in. Yep.
Big edge.
No!
He didn't push hard enough maybe between the wickets, and that prevented them getting back for two. Wise decision in the end not to take the fielder on.
Yeah.
End of the over. The batting side are now on 136.
Start, the left-arm fast bowler, is the new bowler from the south end.
Yep. Bowler.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
Yep. Nice bowling.
Needs a direct hit.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Times it nicely.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for four, driven away nicely.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for two.
Bowler.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Keeper's in. Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yep.
Got that away nicely.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
There's a chance if this hits. Trouble. Oh, gone. The innings wraps up with a very defendable total. It will need some good bowling. It certainly won't be the easiest total to chase. There's a lot of time to get these runs. It's a fairly decent total. Plenty of options. Don't need to do anything flashy. Just get themselves in and build the run rate.
Some adjustments to the field.
We're on.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Lovely shot to start the innings. Unfortunate they just couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Thick edge.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
There'll be one run here for them. A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yes.
A bit of a change up in the field now.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field. Over. The Capitals are 11 for none. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Beaten on the drive.
Nice ball.
Duckett shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good... running. A few moves made in the field.
Wait there.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait on.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Waiting.
A little late on that. No run scored.
The Capitals seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's our 13 for none. Rabada from the north end.
Yep. Bowler.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep.
Decisive running might have gotten them too. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Yes.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for... rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single. It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
Good bowling.
Duckett will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
Oh, nice bowl.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wait on. Wait there. Yeah. Bowlers.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Wait there.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
catch.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Good bowling.
Drives and misses everything. Misses everything.
Oh, that's a spot.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Yes.
Perfectly timed.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
They'll get at least one. Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yes.
You just can't give them that much width. You bowl out there and you get what you deserve.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Captain's going to change things around in the field. A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
A loose delivery, seen early, and it was dispatched easily.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here. No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Waiting. Yes.
There's a run here, surely.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Wait. Yep. Keepers.
9 runs added there. The Capitals are 34 for 1. The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle.
Wait on. Waiting.
Straight to the fielder.
Wait. Yep. Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Go bold.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Yep.
Good return, back from the deep.
Wait.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
4 runs added in that over. The Capitals are 38 for 1.
Yes.
Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Wait. Yep.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Sharma with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They'd have made it very comfortably.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. End of the over, 5 off it. The Capitals are 43 for 1. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Wait.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yes.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Wait there.
Well, not a great delivery, got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Waiting.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot ball.
Wait there.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs.
Beautiful slower delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Yes! Wait!
Ballers end.
Wait!
Quick onto that in the infield.
Waiting!
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Wait on!
Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
Oh, ball!
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
Wait! Yep!
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like we were moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
Yep!
Great shot. At least one on offer. There'll be one run here for them.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Wait there!
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yep!
Needs a direct hit.
Oh, yeah!
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Get the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Rabada comes back into the attack. The runs have slowed, and they're a good option to continue tying these batters down. Beaten on the drive.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Yep!
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Good bowling!
Miller shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Timed that brilliantly.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Wait!
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Wait!
Rabada ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Going with pace now.
Right armour is coming into the attack.
Up. Keepers. Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait.
Miller shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yeah.
Caught, done.
Yeah.
Another one gone. The fourth wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Up.
Patel ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Wait.
Just threw the shot too early.
End of the over, 2 runs added. The Capitals are 61 for 4.
Waiting. Wait.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Up.
Nicely fielded on the boundary.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Wait.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Wait there. Oh, bold.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
A miserly over is completed, just 1 off it.
Change of bowling. The fast bowler comes into the attack.
Up.
Very sweet off the bat and 4 all the way.
Straight through the line of the ball, right out of the middle of the bat.
Gill, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Comfortable single if they take it.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Pierced the gap and gets their first runs.
Yep. Bowler's end.
That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Wait on.
Can't get that outside the ring field.